Well, hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Jared. I host a daily live podcast where we discuss news and politics. Now we go live at 8 a.m. till 9:30 every morning on YouTube and Twitch now, because it took me that long to figure out that I could have just been going live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time this entire time. That's on me. But this is for everybody else. So, I keep saying on my show, now that I think about it, nobody I've ever met in my life is identified as a Democrat or Republican. I'm going to keep saying it. Like, y'all don't call yourselves Democrats or Republicans. So I'd ask you, are you a socialist and they beat it out of you? Let me explain. Are you not a bigot? No, seriously. When you see or meet people who look different, or they have a different looking name or sounding name than you, or their English doesn't come out like the king wrote it, right? You get a little frantic. See, those people are my clients. That's how I know I'm not a racist bigot, is look at my clientele. Look at the people that do business with me, the people that are surround themselves with me, or like are around me. You can't be a bigot and be friends with people like that, right? So if you're not a bigot and you think that, man, capitalism is a son of a bitch for any number of reasons, if you don't understand why things are the way they are and you aren't blaming capitalism or bigotry, one or the other, either racism, sexism, right? So if you're not a bigot, and let's say you don't even have to be a union member, you just have to recognize the power of unions. You're like, hey, unions are a net good, right? Because obviously if you're not pro-union, doesn't make much sense. Given that pilots, for example, in the United States just negotiated for record-setting payouts, like $1 million payouts to pilots, like career pilots, just got paid because of the union, because of the pilots union. I seen in Philly, the grocery workers were on strike, and they were actually due to get a 20% raise over like 4 or 5 years, and they're striking. Like, I'm a fan of people standing up for themselves. Don't you love the underdog story? That's what a union is. So if you're pro-union and you're not a bigot and you think there's got to be something else other than this hyper-capitalistic, accelerationist bullshit driving us toward the end times, then you, my friend, might be a syndicalist socialist. And they kept it off your plate, because if you ever knew that all you have to do is join a union, not be a bigot, right? Join a union. Doesn't matter what your job is. Don't be a bigot. And then I want to help people start their own businesses. So if you want to be self-employed and you want to not work for your oppressors, contact me. I'll help you. Now, I'm not going to do the work for you, but I'll do decades of analytics for no money and help you start a business. And you can ask the people around me if I've helped them. Anyway, I just want to throw that out there. While we're looking at the hair in the middle of my forehead, shit's driving me fucking crazy. Oh, I pulled it out. Holy shit. Anyway, so I just want to throw this out there. Like, the only reason that you don't know and champion socialism is because they took it out of the vocabulary. Think about it. If someone's not a bigot, they're not big on private equity, they're pro-union, they want everyone to have universal health care, education, income, and housing. If all those things would not only benefit you, right? So if you're a poor, like me, hey, not having to pay health care, getting money from the government every week, like Donald Trump every now and then thinks about throwing us a biscuit. Yeah, that's socialist as fuck, right? It's just he has to do the violent, communist, authoritarian takeover type, far right type shit instead of the socialist on the left, where I just want everyone to have universal health care, education, income, and housing. I just want your kids to be safe in school, right? I don't want to dismantle the Department of Education. I want teachers to get paid more. I want the unions to have better bargaining power. That's what I want. And I want to be the model for the world. So yeah, like I said, if you are not a bigot, so that means if you're not a racist and you're not a sexist, right, and you're not ageist. I mean, there's other isms that we all are. We all are bigots. It's just about limiting your bigotry, right? I don't even know what mine is yet. Short people, maybe. So I just want to lay it out there for you. If you're not a bigot, if you think everybody ought to have health care, if you think everybody ought to have the same opportunity to get an education, if you think everyone maybe needs a little money from the gov every Friday so they stop asking me for money, right? And then I think we ought to do something about this homelessness problem. And you can either house them or build homes for them. Pretty simple shit, actually. So what's it going to be? Right? Are we going to keep doing this shit moving forward and fuck that? Or can we all admit that we were never really taught the definition of socialism and how it has positively impacted all of our lives? Here, I'll start. I'm a disabled veteran. I've used the GI Bill. Any government that has a system in place that provides educational benefits to veterans of the United States Armed Forces, that's socialist as fuck. The fact that I don't have to pay for housing and they give me a barracks room, right? And all the things that I need to be a Marine, that's socialist as fuck. Can you imagine having to supply your own shit? Do you see what I'm saying now? It's gonna get that way. If we keep going the path we're going, the military-industrial complex will soak up all of our tax dollars and it won't go to the U.S. military. And the military will fall behind. And I don't want that to happen because I want us to be on the cutting edge because I don't want anybody fucking with us. And I want us doing the right fucking thing. You know what's kept me sane in all this is it's not U.S. boots on the ground in Gaza. Fucking free Palestine. And Slava Ukraine while we're at it. And this is why no one will see this, Jared. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. We're live at 8 if it ain't already.